Hello, my crafty friends. This is an exciting card to share today because Riley and Company is taking part in STAMPtember. STAMPtember is put on by Simon Says Stamp in collaboration with different stamp companies. Each day in September, a different company releases a product that is exclusive to Simon Says Stamp and exclusively for STAMPtember. Once they're sold out, they're gone for good. And today is the stamp set from Riley and Company, and it's called I Like You. I like you because you join in my weirdness. Hi, warning, over the hill and picking up speed. My daily routine, wake up, be totally awesome, go back to bed. And finally, my 10-second makeup routine, sunglasses, like yoga pants for your face. So I used these 3 sentiments on my card today, and of course, here we have the cute Riley the moose pulling a wagon, and inside is Simon from Simon Says Stamps. I really like how Riley and Simon are together on that image. For my card, I started with pattern paper. It is the Over the Rainbow. It's a 12 by 12 pattern paper pad. I picked it up in January, I think. It's from Recollections. I got it at Michael's. I use it and use it and use it, and man, there's still a ton left, but I love the happy, cheerful colors in it, so I am enjoying it. That's what I used for my card front, in addition to Karen Burniston's crosshatch ovals. And you can see there are alternating crosshatch and straight edge dies in the set, and the straight edge with one pass through your machine gives you a cut oval as well as this lovely embossed edge. Here's my 10-second makeup routine stamp. I stamped it, all of my stamping I used my Misty for. So I stamped it once in black, and then I stamped just the center portion again with a Catherine Pooler ink. Everything that is available will be linked on my blog, which is in that description box below. And then I cut the sunglasses portion away and popped it up with thin foam tape. And the face is the Riley image. Here I just stamped this portion of it and fussy cut it out. After it was all colored, I added glossy accents to the sunglasses so they've got some shine. And when I placed it on the oval, it just felt like it needed something else. So I took my Tailored Expressions blending brushes and another one of the Catherine Pooler inks and just lightly sponged a circle, and I laid this face on it and thought, nope, sparkle, we need more sparkle. So I painted a sunburst, just quick lines with my Wink of Stella pen, so the sunburst is actually sparkly, and added a shadow with Copic markers. The pretty sequins are from Studio Katya, and inside is the pop-up. I used Karen Burniston's flip frame pop-up. So those are the only 2 die sets that I used. The flip frame pop-up and the ovals crosshatch. And then of course the Riley and Company I Like You stamp set. The pink clouds, all of the pattern paper came from Over the Rainbow paper pad. I fussy cut my image after stamping it with my Misty, and once again there is glossy accents on the sunglasses. It's hard to see on video, but Simon also has a shiny nose and shiny eyes. More of the Studio Katya sequins, more of the crosshatch ovals. To get this blue in behind this oval, I left this crosshatch die in place after I die cut it. I used this one here, and then I just used the Tailored Expressions blending brush and the die ink and brushed inside that oval. And then I removed the die cut oval from the die, cleaned off the die before I put it back on the panel, and then die cut the next size smaller one for the white oval, which is where we will write our note. How I colored my Riley and Simon. I took Catherine Pooler inks. I used Over Coffee, Icing on the Cake, and Party Dress. Again, those are all linked on my blog, which is in the description box below. I just dabbed those inks onto an acrylic stamp block and then picked up the color with a water brush and painted my image. When it was all dry, of course it was a little bit buckly because I just used regular cardstock, nothing fancy. I had to kind of reshape everything with my fingers to make sure it wasn't flatter. And because I didn't want to use a wet brush or anything wet, which would leave marks in the previously watercolored image, I just did some light shading with a pencil. Here's the second stamp. Now these dies here, the stitch die and the rectangle, come included in the flip frame pop-up. And I used a white gel pen to do some Zentangle type doodling on the frame. As I'm opening and closing this card, you can hear that noise. The die was designed for this corner to rub along the card, and that's what helps it close. You can see it opens and closes very easily. As intended, this flip frame is supposed to be on this side. So I don't do assembly videos for Karen Burniston die sets because she has amazing assembly videos. So if you have the die set, you'll want to watch her assembly video and know how to use it. I like to show you just different ways you can use the dies. So as it's intended, this frame is on the left side of the card, and it was designed to fit inside an A2 card. Now, Karen said if you reverse the folds of the mechanism, you can have the frame be on the right-hand side of the card rather than the left. So that's what I chose to do today. Since Riley is facing to the left, it didn't kind of make sense to have the frame on this side and have him looking off the card. It just wouldn't have looked right to me. So I reversed the folds and put it here. Now, this is a fairly easy die set to put together. I don't need to go and re-watch the assembly video every time I use it. But what I did do is I have a couple of card samples, just really, really rough. So these are out of scrap cardstock. They were actually the prototype just so I could see how the die worked when I first got it. And I keep them in with the packaging. So this one opens with the frame on the left side. And I can see that my frame just kind of sticks out on the end. And that tells me if I'm making an A2 card, this arm needs to be right up at the top. And then it won't stick out. So I didn't redo it. That's a good reminder for me. So that stays in my package. And those are the chicken scratch drawings that I have on my sample. And then this one shows it opening on the right side. And I didn't use the full frame on that one, but I did move my arm right up to the top. All tips and tricks that Karen Burniston goes over in her assembly video. So if you think this stamp set is as cute as I do, head right on over to Simon Says Stamp and pick it up. Last year, the Riley & Company set sold out and people were still trying to find it. So be sure to check Simon Says Stamps, and I will put a link in the description box for you as well. If you enjoyed my video today, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see more. And that's it for me today.